about quilts, but I do know one thing, that when it's that a quilting process is always layers, a top, a bottom, and then middle layers.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
But the middle layers oftentimes are not cotton. So when you say 100% cotton with the shams, that's a kind of a big deal in the quilting world, right?
It is. The quality's excellent. So the face of this with all the patches, 100% cotton. The reverse in the small mini print, 100% cotton. And the batting, which is very thin and year-round, comfortable, inside is 100% cotton as well. So it's lightweight, wonderful layering piece in the winter. Now that we're in the summer, all you really need is a set of wonderful Northern Night sheets and this quilt. You'll sleep very comfortably.
And by the way, you get the shams. We may say that a lot here. You get the shams.
You do.
Now, if you're getting the shams, are these standard pillows that are going inside?
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. And the sham has just as much detail. You can see all the different squares, multiple shades of blue. I want to point out this detail to you, Rick. It's 100% cotton. It's hand crocheted lace, and it's hand applied. So it's wonderfully detailed. And that's what separates us from a lot of the quilts at the big box stores. You can see we're getting a great shot of this ruffle. It's a little bit, it adds that extra bit of spark.
That's that extra bit of spark, and an extra bit of value spark is here as well. Last day at this price. Last day at this price. I think that we can go into minute detail, and we will in the last couple minutes on this, Greg, but people are going to get the pattern and the color. They're gonna buy it first for that.
Right.
So if they're watching their TV right now, I'm seeing Wedgwood blues.
We have
lighter, softer blues, but a variation of blues.
And all shades of blue, from denim to navy to inky indigo. But people always say, well, if I don't decorate with blues, can I still use it? I want to show you some little cheat sheets I have with color. If you decorate with yellows, blue and yellow, a classic combination, very fresh and pretty, very Provençal. If you decorate in rose tones, look how beautiful the blue and white goes with the rosy tones.
What is the yellow, the blue and yellow? Very what?
Provençal, country French.
Dan, Wikipedia that. Get back to me
country
on that.
French.
Country French.
There you are. If you decorate in lavenders, if you're purple lady, look how fresh the blue and white looks.
That works.
Even greens. If you decorate in greens, very fresh and pretty too.
That's actually a great idea. Thanks for bringing that. That's really good.
It's a very versatile quilt for any interior.
And now this, to get a little technical then, what's a quilt? The lost art of quilting, right?
The lost.
It started back in the day, many years ago,
did.
with varying fabrics that were then quilted together to make one big blanket, one big, in this case, called a quilt. And the same process is still used, right?
It is. This is all hand-pieced. And what makes this superior than an antique quilt is quilts that were made 60 years ago were made with 20, 30, 40-year-old fabric. So if you have grandma's quilt or an antique quilt in the family, it's seen 90 years worth of wear. It's hard to clean them. This is easy. You can throw this in the washing machine, throw it in your dryer, and you always have a fresh quilt.
We only have 100 in each size. So 100 in the twin for 2 easy payments of 15 and change. 100 in the full queen, and that's going quick. 5 easy payments of $20.80. So that's going to be $104, and that is with the shams. So that's kind of you got 100% cotton.
Yes.
I think that's the price for the quilt. You throw the shams in there now. That's a great value here.
It is a great value, and grandma's quilt probably didn't have shams with it. So we've done all the decorating for you to make it simple and easy. And I always say, people, these are heirloom quality quilts too. So just because, this didn't come from your hands doesn't mean it didn't come from your heart. So 40 years from now, someone is going to say, oh, this is a quilt I got from my grandmother, or this was my aunt's quilt. So this is beautifully made, and it's going to last for years.
And with only about a 90 remaining in each, as it reverses, tell me about the reverse.
Okay, let's fold it back into thirds, if you will, if you'll help me.
Sure.
Make the bed. Okay. So let's fold it down. Say you want to just have a slice of color. Well, here's that little bit of two-tone, the blue and white, very fresh mini print.
Okay.
Or if you want to make more of an impact, pull it all the way up. What I like to do is pull it up and just have maybe a foot showing, because I think it adds visual interest to the room. And there again is that ruffle detail. It's a little chambray, and it just adds that finishing touch. Again, all the ruffling done by hand, all the piecing done by hand, the little crochet part that I showed you earlier, all crocheted by hand to create that lace pattern and put on by hand.
The last minute, going quickly in all sizes now, twin, full queen, 6 dozen in each if you'd like to do it. And then we got a king on this too, kids? Yeah, I think we do, right? We got a big one or no? Yeah, we do. Twin, full queen, and then king, and that's it. It's about 60 of each. We get magazines like crazy, and my wife gets this magazine, that magazine,
Right.
and I'll look at the covers. And this whole like French country, going back in the day, is everything old is new again.
Right.
It's back in a big way, right? So this is actually, although it looks old-fashioned in a good way, it's back.
It's current, but it also has a variety of different styling effects. You can use this with white wicker. If you decorate in a country way, you can use maybe a pine cannonball bed. If you want to go more formal, maybe you have a mahogany sleigh bed or a cherry four-poster bed. This looks very elegant. It's a very classic design, very fresh, very pretty, and an easy way to spice up a master bedroom. Maybe it's the guest room that looks like a catch-all right now. With the quilt and the pillow shams, pop it in, instantly you've made over an entire room.
Last day at this price. And it's last call at the full queen. So smart shopper, shop it on QVC here late night. Take advantage of it. Not going to see this price ever again. And only day this month on the 5 easy payment. So there's like a twofer here. If you're ever thinking about it, picking it up, now's the time. You use the easy pay on the 5 easy payments, and the best price you're going to find last day at this price. And again, the shams come with it.
Shams are included.
Very good. Got an hour of Kate Somerville coming up next with Gabrielle. She's going to have it. Enjoy everything in your best dressed home. Enjoy your today's special value. See you soon.
When I started the clinic, it was helping the person in front of me. Now what I'm trying to do